Greetings YouTube, Kudou here. I don't really like doing the whole unboxing thing, but my Kingdom Death Monster finally came in. I feel like this is going to be sort of a rare game, so I decided to go ahead and just, give it a shot and try to do an unboxing anyway. I'm sorry if my commentary is going to be a little bit lacking. Like I said before, I'm not really a huge fan of unboxing videos, but because this is going to be what I feel is a really rare game, and a very, very rare experience altogether, seeing as the history of this game, I kind of wanted to share it with you guys. I tried to set up the camera as best I could. I don't actually know exactly how much you can see. You might be able to see my face right now, in which case I apologize. Okay, so the box it came in is a lot stronger than I had anticipated, and I apologize. But I'm not gonna do any editing because editing takes effort. Come on, please. I have seen a little bit of this game. Like I've watched a couple of reviews on it. I'm really effing excited to get into this. Like, you guys have no idea. I want to do so much with this game. I want to bring it to my board game club. I'd like to do some YouTube videos on it, but then again, I said that about like Crossmaster and a bunch of other stuff too. So we'll just have to see exactly what happens here. Come on, please. Oh my word. Okay then. Wow. I don't know how well you guys can see this on camera, but it looks pretty darn amazing. I'm gonna see if I can get it out of here really quick. I'm sorry if the camera shakes. Forgive me. Okay. That actually went a lot better than I expected it to. Oh boy, that is a lot of tape. Like, you guys have no idea. If this game is anywhere near as hard to beat as it is to get out of the box, this is going to be quite the formidable game. Okay, so now that we've cleared most of it out, let's take a quick look here. It's going to be really super hard to see, but there's a very, very nice indentation here on the front. It looks very cool. You might not be able to see it on the camera, but trust me, when you're looking at it in IRL, it's actually pretty amazing. Oh, gosh darn it, now there's plastic wrap. Of course there is. Why would I not expect there to be plastic wrap? This is a game. And it also appears that I have lost my knife. Well, this is gonna go just splendidly, guys. I am so good at these. And then all of a sudden, Kudou ended up shutting down his YouTube channel and was never heard from again. I'm gonna use a pen to sort of poke a hole in this. Hopefully not put any marks on this box. Wouldn't that just be perfect if I wait 3 years for a game to come in and then I just put like all kinds of markings and crap on it the very first time I try to get it open? I think that'd be awesome. I also don't know how much you guys can hear right now. You guys can probably hear my voice pretty well, but you might also be hearing a lot of unpleasant sounds from the plastic. Okay, now that we have this open, let's see if you guys can see that a little bit better. It looks absolutely fabulous. Oh, sorry, I'm moving my sheet around a little bit too. Bam. The indentation here, it looks like it was put on with some kind of plastic maybe. Not too sure. It's not an indentation like I thought it was originally, but it still looks really nice. I'm a little worried about it. It feels like it might rub off. We'll have to see what happens there. The name of the game is also kind of put in the same, but we're not going to focus too much on that. Unfortunately, it looks like my copy is a little bit damaged. I'm a little sad about it, but you know what? I'm not that sad about it because chances are it'll just get damaged in my apartment anyway. Let's go ahead and open her up, see what's going on. Before I actually get into this, I also want to take a look at the back here. The back is a pretty good depiction of what's going on. It's just like a bunch of creepy faces and like 2 naked chicks laying down in a room with a lantern. Pretty much what I expected from this game. Miniature assembly. Let's see here. Oh my gosh. Okay. Wowzers. Wowzers. That is a lot of stuff that I have to put up. There's also, I don't know if this was intentional, but there's like a little leg or hand maybe? No, it looks like a claw of some kind. And that's just kind of like stuck outside of the package. Hopefully that doesn't mean that anything here is like super damaged or anything. Looks like there's a couple of holes in the plastic here, so hopefully it just came out of that. Let's open this up and check the quality of the figures. Now, for those who don't know, Kingdom Death is actually a company that makes really nightmarish, horrific figurines. And they decided to make a game based around the world that they've created with their figurines. So we're going to get some pretty neat looking stuff here. Looks like that's a wing or a claw of some kind. There's a lot of detail, as you would expect from a game like this. The pieces admittedly don't feel quite as heavy as I was expecting. People were saying that they're like some really high-grade resin or something. It doesn't feel like it. It feels like they're just regular plastic. Like the Crossmaster figures actually feel a little heavier than this. I would say that these are going to last somewhere between maybe like 5 and 13 years with heavy play. A little longer if I don't play it as heavy, maybe like 9 to 16, but I'd say at least like 10 years worth of play out of these. The bases are actually really cool too, because it looks like they went ahead and put like some designs on them. Normally, like when you're doing stuff like this, you would have to put like gravel and stuff on yourself as a custom thing, but looks like it already comes included. There looks to be a whole bunch of weapons and stuff. Kind of spoilery content here. I'm not really trying to keep this game a secret as everybody else on YouTube is, because I feel like the more of the game you see, the more enticed you'll get to play it. Everybody's just kind of showing off the whole like white lion thing, and I'm sure people are getting tired of looking at that by now. But anyways, these aren't even built yet, so they're probably not that interesting to look at. We're going to go ahead and put this to the side. Okay, let's take a look at our pieces. Oh, wow. That is an awesome sound. So this is going to be our hunting track, I think it was called. Super beautiful artwork. This is really kind of what you're paying for when you get into Kingdom Death Monster, is just like absolutely gorgeous artwork. The quality is pretty good too. There's already some fraying in the cardboard. It's not necessarily a game breaker. It's funny because we're talking about games breaking. But anyways, it's not necessarily like a deal breaker, I guess it would be better to say. But this does feel a little cheaper than I was expecting it to. I thought it might be like some kind of hard cardboard, but it's really wibbly wobbly. If you're playing with this really heavily, I actually would probably give this about maybe like 4 to 6 years. We'll see though. As long as you're taking good care of it, it should last you just plenty of time. So I wouldn't be too worried about the numbers that I'm throwing out. I'm just kind of giving you guys like basic ideas of how it feels. Same material, same wibbly wobbly sound. This looks like it's where like the stats go when you're doing the actual combat. I'm not going to get into the actual mechanics of the game because I plan on doing a whole video review where I do that, and it's not really that important right now. Looks like we also get some tokens. There's a little bit of glue residue or something on my copy. Oh no! Oh well, it's not a huge deal. I'm not that anal about like my pieces and stuff, but you know, it would have been kind of nice to get like a pristine copy, especially to show off to YouTube. That's fine though. I don't actually know what these tokens do, except for the ones that are really obvious, like -1 damage. But you know, I don't really know what, like, just crazy face. Is that what that is? Like crazy face ailment. Okay. But anyways, yeah, these, like this cardboard here, the not wibbly wobbly, is kind of what I expected from the actual boards. That feels really nice, actually. Like, these tokens are going to last me a really long time. I'd say absolutely no less than 7 to 8 years. Put that to the side though. Looks like we got even more here. Some of this just looks absolutely awesome. Like the face here. I love the face with like the red gemstones coming out of it over here. It's really, it's just really dark. It's really kind of what I'm looking for right now. I like kind of the darker, edgier stuff that sort of strays away from just like elves and dwarves and goblins and whatever. Oh, whoa. Holy cow, okay, I was not expecting that. This, ladies and gentlemen, is our game board. This is, it even smells nice. I know it's a really awkward thing to say, but it really does smell good. This is probably the coolest thing that I've seen in a long time. You see, there's like, oh my gosh, there's like this really nice floor here with faces. The faces look like a lot of individual ones have been made. Like obviously some of them are copy paste and you can't do something as elaborate as this and like hand draw every single face, but it looks like there's enough different faces that it just absolutely makes it look gorgeous. The faces in the middle here, everything about this is beautiful, and it's also a really nice cardboard. At least 10 years worth of play out of this, and it doesn't matter how hard you're playing on it. Oh boy, like this is absolutely gorgeous, guys. Like you guys at Kingdom Death, this is exactly what I wanted from you. Looks like there's some spaces here for some cards. We'll check that out when we actually do some gameplay. Looks like the sides here are numbered and lettered, which I don't know if I'll be able to show it to you guys, but there's like numbers and letters across the side to make it a little bit easier to see where you're placing figures. I actually kind of wish they had done a different color with this. Maybe red would have been a really good one, like a really dark crimson red. Would have fit the theme, would have made it a little easier to see. I think it's to make like positioning and stuff easier, but as it stands, this is actually, it looks like it might make it a little harder. Like the M and N are so small, and it's like, oh, well, I need like M10, and then it's like M, and then 10 is all the way over here. The effort's there, but I just don't know how helpful it's going to be. Anyways, enough ranting about the board, but the board is absolutely fantastic. It's one of the most beautiful game boards that I've seen in a long time. Oh man, looks like we still have quite a lot of stuff. They give you character sheets. Character sheets are not quite as big as I thought they were going to be, but I actually kind of prefer that they're smaller like this. They'll be easier to keep track of, and you might even be able to keep like multiple of these in the same sheet if you're using like a binder or something. It looks like they also give you quite a lot of sheets to work with. I'm still going to make copies of these. Like I'm going to try to use as little of these as possible, but if I weren't going to make copies, like this would definitely be enough to last me for a very long time. Can't really tell what this is supposed to be, but there are little, there's like a little cheat sheet here that kind of shows you what you can do during combat. That's really cool. I'll check that out later and let you guys know. Looks like we've got some event cards here. We've got some settlement cards here. Again, I'm going to be naming off a bunch of terms and stuff that you're probably not going to know if you don't know anything about the game. I've been following it religiously since it was first announced, so I know a lot about it, but if you don't, then you can definitely find information on it. Looks like we've got some cards here. Can't really tell what these are supposed to be. Not yet, at least. This has armor sets, so maybe these are ways to like save certain sets and stuff between gameplay sessions, I don't know. Dice. The dice are, of course, super high quality. They look really nice. They feel really nice. I'm not going to take them out of the package quite yet because I don't want to lose any. This is going to be a D10 based system. I knew that one already. There's one white dice and a bunch of black dice. Not 100% sure why the one random white dice is in there, but you know, that's absolutely fine. We also have hit location dice. They're not the most detailed dice, but they are really, really nice. There's you can't see it on camera, but it's actually like indented here to make it even nicer. So like even if the paint were to rub off of these dice, you could still tell which one it is just by the design that's indented in the in each individual dice block. Really, really impressed. These are going to be the cards, and I love how it actually kind of shows you, like, this is starting gear. It says so right there. Trying to get these sleeved up is going to be a task and a half, but I'll see what I can do. If anybody knows a way to, like, sleeve these up, that would be great. Looks like there's more items and stuff. This is the stuff that you would use to actually, like, make the equipment and stuff in the game. I can't really tell from here. The cards feel really nice. It feels like they might be pretty good quality. They're kind of thin, like just as thin as regular cards, so I don't know. Random. Oh, I think I get it. Okay, so yeah, this shows an event happening, and you roll the white dice for 10s and the black dice for 1s. So that actually makes a lot of sense. Okay, and it looks like this game happens on a D100 table, which is weird because I don't think it came with any D100 dice, but maybe you just do all of that with the white and black dice. Okay, so that makes sense. Looks like this is our event deck. The cards, again, I can't comment on the quality of the cards. They feel from the outside like they might be pretty good. Like, not trading card game quality, but close is the closest I can say. Hopefully they're plastic or something, but it doesn't look like they are. It looks like they might be some kind of cardboard. Don't hold me to that. Looks like we have our monster... I can't remember the exact name of it, but this is pretty much the deck that you use to play as the monsters, and this is like everything that they will do to you. The combat with the cards is probably the most unique thing about the game, I would say. We have something over there for the Screaming Antelope. It looks like this is going to be for the Phoenix. Hopefully there's more than just this, because I'm going to be a little bit upset if really all we got were like 3 or 4 monsters out of this, considering how long we waited and the price increase in the game. This just says Secret Fighting Arts. I actually don't know much about this, but Secret Fighting Arts sounds pretty awesome. Wow. Oh, wow. Okay. That is an instruction manual. Holy cow. That's pretty great. It's got the same design as the front, but this one's actually sort of colored in. You can see it a little better now. Just super, super gorgeous. Let me see if I can find some artwork for you here. There we go. There's a little bit of artwork. I'm trying not to give away too much. Like, I know I said I wanted to show off a little more than other YouTubers, but I still don't want to give away like text and stuff. But that's kind of like an idea of what the artwork looks like. It just looks really nice. The girl looks a little weird, but you know, obviously one of the things that they were kind of going for was sort of like a sexual thing there. Not the entire game isn't like that, but there is a little bit of, like, you know, sexuality involved. At the back, you also seem to get this really neat comic book. I'm not actually going to go through it yet, because I don't really know what's going on yet. But you can see some of the sort of like gruesome artwork here. It looks like there's something happening to that chick's toe, and it looks absolutely disgusting, which is what I'm looking for. So that's pretty cool. Looks like there's like hardly any words or anything too, which just makes it even cooler. Like, there's just having something like a little bonus like this somewhere in the game is pretty awesome of them. They didn't have to do it, and they did it, and that's why I love them. I can't really go through and see if they have any broken English or anything here. Spending 3 years on the game, I'm guessing there's not going to be any like spelling errors or anything, but you know, if I find them, I'll let you guys know. Looks pretty darn in-depth too. Like, that is some pretty tiny text. This is going to take me a couple of nights to read through, or one really, really boring night, I suppose, where I choose not to get any sleep. Really nice rulebook, though. This is kind of what I was expecting to see from the other one. It looks like this is how you keep track of your settlement. Your settlement is sort of like your party in a traditional game like Dungeons & Dragons, but it's a little more in-depth than that because you're actually sort of managing your own little settlement of I think they call them survivors. So you're actually managing other like little NPCs and stuff. Excuse me. Other than just your player character, or if you're playing with a group, other people's player characters. So that's cool. Roughly the same quality. Take this out really quick. I know this is just like a random piece of plastic, so I shouldn't be showing it to you guys, but it's actually mapped out so that you can use this to fit all of your cards. One thing that's really kind of annoying about this, I haven't 100% tested it, so I don't know for sure, but it looks like they made the mistake that every company makes when they're doing this, and they didn't fit these for card-sleeved cards. I'm definitely going to put these in sleeves. Like, I'd have to be insane to not sleeve up these cards, especially with the cost of the game up as high as it is now. Getting replacement pieces for this is just, oh my god, I'm gonna have to sell my kidneys to get replacement pieces for this game, so I'm gonna take as good a care of them as I possibly can. But as you'll see with places like this, I don't think that's going to hold all of the cards once they've been put in penny sleeves. I hope I'm wrong, fingers crossed guys, but that's just kind of how it seems from the outside. Cardboard was used to hold the plastic in, I guess. Really nice quality cardboard. It's roughly the same quality as the cardboard that the box came in. I'd say the cardboard probably lasts me a good like 16 to 17 years of heavy use, I guess. Sorry guys, I just don't really know what else to say, so I'm kind of going on little tangents here. And I guess we'll take a look at the bottom of the box again. So yeah, this was my unboxing of Kingdom Death. I'm pretty impressed with it. The board was beautiful, the rulebook was beautiful, the figures are not quite as heavy as I wanted them to be, but since they're sort of plasticky, they should be pretty easy to put together. The box it came in is really big, really substantial, really nice, makes you feel like you're really getting what you paid for. And yeah, I think that's about it. If you know anything about Kingdom Death and you want to give your thoughts, then please leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Leave me a like on this video if you enjoyed it for some odd reason. And subscribe to stay up to date on the latest Kudou news. I'll see you guys in the review.